from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover. 18
big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. On drag routes just like this, they want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Mills. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? Usually just trying to run some and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here
for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A first down throw for Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. The score at 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as a fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever's going to...
The Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
right at the 30.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On play action, Mills.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Throwing, Mills.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running the counter with Mostert.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Mills on first down. This will be complete to Mechie.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. From the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down, Mills.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out on Halloween, and you take what you want. It's got to be against him together.
On third down, here's Mills.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Mills.
He'll buy some time right.
Right side, complete to Mechie. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your
Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2 now on first down.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to the lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And that's to be happy about that. We have another team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top.
As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mills now. Right side caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go play action. Mills. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made after 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he
he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or could have gone for more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have Mostert hit and he drops the ball.
And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord, because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To the 27-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke.
And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say,
That was the play of the game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, Jacobs once more. Gets by him, and now a little down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A first down throw for Mills. We'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second down and goal. Mills. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Here we go.
2nd and 8. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm
actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 more on that one and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mills on the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tua. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to